teachers, I have got to know that all of you are not able to understand the concept of angles. So I'm going to explain how angles work. I have done this Canon shooter project using the concept of angles. Hope this clears all your doubts. And if you want to know the code of this particular Canon project, just go ahead and see my repository. Just open my name. You can just type this, or in fact, if you want the link, I'll try to add that as well. Go to repository and type C24. You'll be able to see the Canon shooter project for yourself. All right, so you can go ahead and download it that way. Next, coming back to this, I wanted to explain about angles in particular. So I'm not explaining how this balls and everything has been popped out. I'm sure you must be knowing better than me, but I'm going to explain right now only for how angles have been working, right? So let me first save it, and my output, the header moves like this. Okay, it moves from left right. I use my left arrow and right arrow. Now I have used angles only because I wanted to move my headers left and right. If I use mouse X and mouse Y, it would go into 360-degree rotation, which I definitely don't want. And it's very difficult to restrict mouse X positions and mouse Y positions. It's better to use angles. That's why I have used the concept of angle. Now, this object, whichever is there, by default, any Matter.js object has something called angles. Okay, yeah. So now I have used angle, and angle mode I have taken as degrees. Now people, you can take in radians as well. It's up to your choice. I prefer taking it in degrees. That's why I've taken like this. There's no restriction in this way. Okay, right. So now coming back, I have used key down left arrow and up right arrow. This is a normal thing, and just according to the angle I have adjusted and changed so that I get the movement of the effect. This is a very trial and error method that I have used to move with the angles. Now the real point where it comes is the launch position. Now this launch position is to generate my cannonballs. Okay, now why did I select this dot height? Why did I select position X? All of this I'm going to clear right now. Just hold on for a second. Now let's go back to my sketch.js. Okay, yeah. So here my sketch.js, what is my height? It's 100, right? Width is 100 and height is 100. So somewhere over here my object, it has to start from here, but my where is my cannonball? It is over here on the top, right? So what is happening? The x position is changing and it is increased, right? Similarly, the way I have followed, so the position x is changing plus whatever, because I have y, I don't have it as constant value, and height is the only method to find out the occupancy of this particular tanker. So I use height, and depending like plus and minus, I have just tried, and it's a trial error basis that I wanted to adjust, and I could use something like these. Now I want to show you the difference why cos angle and sine angle was my option to choose rather than random numbers. Okay, so if you observe my solution, I try to generate, if you see my objects, my cannonball will generate at some random and unrelevant positions, right? It's not generated from my header file. Okay, now what I want to do is, this point is completely dependent. I can't coordinate my x position and y position. It has to relate with my x and the height, because my header is a moving object, right? If not, if it was not the condition, I wouldn't have used so much of it. Yeah. Now what happens is, with cos and sine, it generates a numeric number between 1 and -1, and it is depending on the angle of the body that is existing, right? If I use the concept of random numbers, then what will happen is, it's going to generate a random number from my 0, I mean -1 to 1 range, which will internally lead to again weird positions. But what happens is, if it exactly depends on my angle, it exactly locates the position where my angle is there, and accordingly this dot height means the Canon object's height, it is calculated so that it exactly goes forward or backward depending on my header. Okay, now when I comment the other two and put sine and cos, now I want you to observe the difference. right? If you see, my ball is generated from the header. Yeah, so that is the reason I have used cos and sine. It generates random number between -1 and 1, but it completely depends on angle. That is why I use the launch position. Okay, now depending on the launch, now that I know that header location is exactly over here, when space is pressed, accordingly I have adjusted my ball if I need to change the position more or less. Alright, this is again completely on trial error basis. I see the console log for launch x, launch y, and accordingly I have adjusted my angles and my the launch positions. Alright, and the rest of it is a basic stuff where we actually show the output of the image. So just remember, in cut short, I want to tell that cos generates a numeric number between -1 and 1 depending on angles, and because my launch, my header is completely depending on angle, I had to use this in any case. Okay, so we could use another concept called apply force. I am working on that particular project, and I will let you know once I have completed the Canon tank shooter project using apply force. It's a very interesting concept and a way far easier concept for you guys to understand. So I'm going to come up with that kind of a solution very soon. Till then, hope it clears all your doubts and it helped you in some or the other way. Thank you. Bye.